Good day. I am the Mystic Philosopher, and thanks again for visiting this page and watching this video. Today I would like to share with you a few thoughts on the topic I would like to speak on is equal rights and justice. One of my African brothers, who was a very enlightened Jamaican mystic philosopher by the name of Peter Tosh, said in one of his songs called Equal Rights, and I quote, "Everyone is crying out for peace. Yes, none is crying out for justice. I don't want no peace. I want equal rights and justice. Got to get it. Equal rights and justice." Unquote. Peter Tosh recognized over 3 decades ago that we, the human family, the one human race, cannot have peace individually or collectively until we have equal rights and justice. And I want you to meditate on this phrase for a moment: equal rights and justice, and see what it means to you. The big question that you may ask, or maybe asking yourself, is how can we achieve equal rights and justice in order that we may have the now seemingly elusive thing called peace amongst us all, the children of Gaia and our mother nature. First, from my perspective, the ultimate goal, which is peace, cannot and will not be achieved by wars and bloodshed, period. And anyone, individual, politicians, entertainers, religious leaders, or governments that is telling you that such is possible is outright lying to you. They are deceiving you blind. Anyone that can tell you that you can wage war on terror or counter terror with war is manifesting the characteristics of the chief alien devil and the true colonizer of our planet Earth, that is known to many as Satan the devil. The people, the true and obedient souls of Mother Nature and the source of all sources, know the true law of attraction, which is not a secret, but the ever-present Mother Nature's law of attraction. Mother Nature's law of attraction simply states that as you sow, so shall you reap. In other words, whatever you put out, whatever we put out into the universe and into our Mother Nature, that is what comes back to us a minimum of 10 folds or 10 times. Now please note that not that it may come back to us, but that it will come back to us in its due season. And as Bob Marley would say, no guy can stop that. And unlike what a lot of people may be telling you, nature is not in any hurry, in any haste to do anything or to bring us or to bring about justice for all. Therefore, a human being will know naturally that war breeds war. Terror breeds more terror. War breeds more war. Terror breeds more terror. And that war and terror is the same thing. And for your information, this includes every kind of wars, both mental, spiritual, psychological, and physical. We cannot be mentally, verbally, spiritually, or physically warring or waging war with our neighbors, our partners, our friends, and our fellow humans, regardless of how justified we may think it is to war, and expect to find peace. That's impossible. That peace is only possible if we are talking about and hoping to achieve the one that is found in the cemetery and the one that may be written on your tombstone. Rest in peace. So the steps to peace, which is also in accordance with my brother Peter Touch, are as follows. First step is equal rights. Second step is justice. And the third step is peace. That's what we want. And please note that we cannot, or you cannot miss any of these steps to get to peace. So now we know that war and terror is not the way. What else do we need to know in order to find peace? From my perspective, you need to know that we cannot have equal rights or equality amongst our human species if we are agreeing to the very erroneous and deceiving notions, doctrines, and philosophies that one section or division of our humanity is called white, meaning that they are superior and all that is good, while another section or division is called black, meaning they are inferior, bad, and are the extreme opposite of all that is white. And other sections of our humanity are called brown, yellow, and others that fall in between the Great Divide. That, from my perspective, is the most practical demon strategy, which is demonstration of inequality. It's right there, plain and simple. And that it only requires a human being with a reasonably developed frontal lobe to recognize it, and that it must be stopped now. The fact is that we have been deceived and are being deceived into believing that our European human brothers and sisters are white and that Africans and their descendants are black. And as trivial and insignificant as it may sound to some of you, that is where the major problem of inequality resides. My brothers and sisters, let us first recognize who and what we are first as human, which, for your information, the word human means God mind, God conscious, God aware, God being, God truth, and that there is no thing as an ordinary human or an ordinary human. Second, let us identify ourselves in terms of our ancestry and genealogy as Africans, Europeans, Caucasians, Jamaicans, Arabians, Canadians, Americans, etc. And third, let us never forget that we are all one. To borrow or paraphrase Bob Marley, and I quote, or paraphrase, "For until the color of a man or a woman's skin is of no more significance than the color of his or her eyes, we can never attain peace. There will only be war, and the only winners will always be those, the devils, who trick us into fighting each other in the first place. Please watch my video series on the big white lie and the big black lie. And thanks very much for listening. I am the Mystic Philosopher.